Hey everyone, it is Coach Jordan here with your at-home workout of the day for Friday, June 11th. Our prep for the day, we got 10 Cossack squat, followed by 3 times 10-second intervals of low planks, and 16 dead bugs. So for the Cossack squat, you can hold on to a broomstick, or if you have a rig or anything that you can hold on to at home, if you need some balance, you can hold on to that. If you don't need anything to balance onto, you're gonna get your feet nice and wide. We're gonna sit down onto one side of the leg, so we're doing like a lateral lunge. This outside leg is going to rotate up, and we're gonna sit right down, and then we are going to go over to the other side and sit right down. Notice that I didn't get all the way down, my legs weren't wide enough, so now let's widen out the legs, and then you can sit right down, and then right down. Don't necessarily worry about your back on this one here. We're just trying to sit down as deep as you can. So if you can't sit down right onto that leg, you need to hold on to something to give you that range of motion. You're gonna do 10 reps there, 5 on each side. Then we're going into 3 spurts of 10 seconds of a low plank. So you're gonna get yourself into a high plank position, hands right in at the shoulders. You're gonna drop down just a couple inches from the floor. We're gonna hold for 10 seconds. And then we can stop for a second. And back up, we'll hold for 10 seconds for 3 bursts of 10 seconds there. And then we have 16 dead bugs, so I'll get back down on the floor. You're gonna start on your back, knees up, bent at 90 degrees, hands right up over the top of the chest. Take a big, deep breath in before every rep so that your lower back stays nice and flat on the floor, and then opposite hand, opposite leg is gonna go out. Come back in, and then switch sides, opposite hand, opposite leg. Big deep breath in before every rep so that we keep that core engaged. If you're doing this properly, your lower back should be flat on the floor and your core should be burning at the end of this. You're gonna go through 16 reps there, 8 on each side, and we're going through that for 3 rounds. That is your prep for the day. All right, our strength portion for the day, you're gonna need a slider device. So if you're on a carpeted floor, a baking pan or something like that, if you're on hardwood, maybe a shirt or a towel, you're gonna be going through 16 lateral slider lunge, followed by 16 side lying press, and 30 seconds of a seal walk, which you will need your slider devices for as well. The first one here is your lateral slider lunge. So you're gonna start with one foot on your slider device, the other foot planted on the floor. We're gonna shift all of our weight as we push this leg away from us. We're keeping this weight shifted over top of this leg here, and then we're gonna pull that leg back in towards the center, and then go out as far as you can, and then come back in. We're trying to keep everything nice and square. We shouldn't need to rock the body to pull ourselves in. So just as far as you can before coming back in there. We're gonna go for 16 reps, 8 on one side, 8 on the other side. Then we're going down for the side lying press. This one here, we're gonna get ourselves stacked right on top of each other, sideways, okay? One leg down on the floor, knee down to keep yourself anchored. And then from here, we're bringing that elbow right down over top of the rib cage and then straight back up. I need you guys to keep yourselves stacked, shoulders on top of each other, so you're not opening up and making this a chest press. The shoulder stays right on top of each other. I've got poor shoulders, so the range of motion is not very large. Just go as far as you can. Some of you might be able to get your elbow right down behind your rib cage, and you can drop down a little bit lower. That's totally fine. You can do that as well, as long as the shoulders stay stacked on top of each other. We're gonna do our reps on one side. You've got 16, so 8 on one side and then 8 on the other. And then we're going through our seal walk for 30 seconds. So with the seal walk here, move that for a second. You are going to start with your feet on your slider device, okay? We're gonna get ourselves into our high plank position, and then using our arms, we are going to walk and drag our feet behind us in your workstation, and then wherever you get, you're gonna push yourself back, keeping that core nice and tight. I want you to keep your hips up in line with your shoulders, and then going back and forth again. We are going through that for 30 seconds. We have 4 rounds to get through, and that is your strength for the day. All right, our Metcon for the day is a 2-parter. We have a 5-minute AMRAP followed by a 2-minute rest, and then into another 5-minute AMRAP. So in your first 5-minute AMRAP, we're gonna be going through 8 box jumps and 16 dumbbell snatches, 8 on each arm. Then we're gonna take a 2-minute rest, and then we're gonna flip it around, and we're gonna do 16 box jumps and 8 dumbbell snatches, 4 on each arm. So in that first AMRAP with the 8 box jumps, you're gonna take your box bench or chair, whatever you got that you can put your body weight on. You're gonna do your box jump, load up, use your hands to help you jump, and then stand right up onto your box or bench before stepping off and repeating each rep. You have 8 to do. Once you're done those 8, you're going into 16 dumbbell snatches. Dumbbell's gonna start between your legs. We're gonna hinge at the hips, pushing our butt behind us, slightly bend those knees. We're gonna grab the dumbbell and drive our feet through the floor as we lift the elbow and punch up over the head. You can do all 8 on one side, or you can alternate, doesn't really matter there, for 16 total reps, and then you're gonna go back to your 8 box jumps. After that 5 minutes, we are then gonna take a 2-minute rest. And like I said, we're gonna switch it over. Then you're gonna go through 16 box jumps and only 8 dumbbell snatches, so 4 on each arm for a 5-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. We're gonna be going through both of those, and that is your Metcon for the day.